Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza, Pastoral Associate at St. Sabina Parish in Belton, Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series question. As we continue reflecting on our lived faith experience, today's Do You Know question is, do you know why hospitality and welcome are crucial in our sacred spaces? As Christians, we acknowledge God as the creator of all creation, including all the human family. And as members of God's family, we are to treat one another as family. One of the crucial components of treating one another as family is to show care and concern for one another. However, one of the difficulty often is that we often restrict our care and concern for those that we like, and find it really difficult to really be open, show care and concern for those we don't like, for those who think differently than we do, for those who look and act differently from me. And so what we end up doing is we tend to exclude others. Jesus, as a model of what God is all about, came to model for us what God's intentions were for the whole human family. And Jesus modeled that by breaking down boundaries, welcoming people to the table and fellowship, to love our enemies and to do good to those who hate you, to even forgive and reconcile, modeled on God who forgives and reconciles us. So as disciples of Jesus, we too are called to break down boundaries, welcome people, love enemies, and forgive and reconcile others. This is true all the time, but especially when we gather in our sacred spaces. Because when we're gathering in our sacred spaces, we acknowledge and celebrate God's presence with us. We affirm and rejoice in God's identity, in our identity as God's disciples. So hospitality and welcome of all, indiscriminately, inclusively, is the hallmark of discipleship, and must be evident in all our gatherings in our sacred spaces. So hospitality and welcome of all is the key to our welcoming, and welcoming should be expressive of who we are. A welcoming hand, a smile, a touch, showing care, concern, a space that is there evident for us to gather and to share and interact with one another as we come to our sacred spaces are all integral to what it means to be a community. Hospitality reflects our loving God who has engaged us and shown a hospitality to us by welcoming us and desiring us to be in the image and likeness like God. Therefore, the hospitality should be what disciples are all about. To image God's love and compassion, sacred spaces should be places where people experience God's love, God's compassion, and the care and concern that should be shown to the entire human family. This is best expressed and experienced in our sacred spaces whenever the community gathers. So people are always bonded. They always show care and concern for one another. And most people are bonded to those communities who do reach out and show care and concern for one another. So this style of way of being a disciple is what Jesus modeled for us and what we are called to as disciples and what we should be happening whenever the community gathers so that others can experience the care and love for God's family as God has express care and love for us. So I hope this has helped to unpack just a little bit about why hospitality is so crucial and the whole aspect of welcome is so crucial in our sacred spaces whenever the community comes together. And I hope you'll return to more Do You Know series question as we continue to unpack the lived experience of our faith. Thank you very much.